let's just look at what happened in this game. You know, opening kickoff, we received the kickoff. We start maybe the 10-yard line coming out. That was a big disappointment. I mean, the ball was kicked really high. It was kicked deep. We probably should have stayed in. We had a punt blocked in the first half. That's so frustrating because actually we call it pooch punt, meaning we're going to pooch the ball, but they didn't put safe punt, and we went pooch protection, so it was a total lack of communication. We got a punt block. Then we had a punt return for a significant play. So the most disappointing thing is in the kicking game, we basically got nothing out of the kicking game, zero. And that's really disappointing. You know, offensively, when BR was in the game, there's no question we had some things we could do. You know, we moved the ball well in the first half. But again, when you play against somebody that's good, you really can't sustain it. You know, those demons pop up because we just can't execute enough to sustain things against a good team. Defensively, you look in the first half, we give up a 50-yard run on a 4th and 1. Kid scrambles, cuts across the field. We probably missed 4 or 5 tackles on that. We gave up a 3rd and 14 where we knew our route was coming on the crossing route. We had a bust. We gave up a touchdown at the end of the game. We had a bust. And then basically on offense then, in the second half, you know, when BR's out and Lamar Thomas didn't play a snap in the second half, we got exposed. You know, we've got a true freshman quarterback in there that all of us can see doesn't throw the ball very well. We put a junior college quarterback in that wasn't here in the spring. You know, so we got exposed. But we can coach better than this. We can execute better than this. At times we actually did go toe-to-toe with them. I don't think it was anything shocking physically to us. It's more that, to be quite honest, we just can't execute. And we're a team right now that has to be perfect. We really do. You know, we have to be perfect. And we're not capable right now of being perfect. So that's the urgency. You know, looking forward, you know, BR, they x-rayed him. It was negative, but a lot of times, you know, a lot depends on what happens tomorrow, how he responds. Lamar was hurt on the second half kickoff. You know, it's frustrating because I know we can coach better than this, and I know we can play better than this. It's just that right now that's what we are. That's what we are. And, you know, nothing's as good as it seems. Like last week, wasn't nearly as good as it seemed. Nothing's as bad as it seems right now. So it's another step in this process. I think doesn't matter, but we brought 34 players on this trip that have never been on a trip before. We had Cole Gouch, who played basically the whole game, and then we had Quentin McCown, who wasn't here in the spring to play. But there are things that we definitely should be able to do better. And there's a tremendous amount of urgency to get those things done.
What's the nature of Lamar's injury?
Lamar got hit in the head. Yeah, so who knows? You know, he had some tingling in his hands, from what I understand. So I think BR and Lamar are the two that didn't play the second half, obviously, at all. I don't think we had anyone else that was really injured. You know, I'll tell you what, I thought the kids played hard. I thought they continued to play hard, but we just get exposed from an execution standpoint at times.
Coach, what do you think of your ability to limit the downfield pass, Texas? Or was it you limiting their ability?
You know what, it was frustrating to me because we had third downs probably. I don't know what we were on third down defense, but they converted several third downs on us that you feel like you should be able to get off the field. You know, we got some pressure on the quarterback. We disrupted some things. You know, we actually did some good things, but we did some just inexcusable things as well. I mean, just little busts and little. I mean, you know, we've got Rashad Rainey in there who was not here in the spring. You know, I thought again, you know, Matt Rammer, I thought played hard. You know, we are what we are, and we just have to continue to, stay positive, keep building, keep fighting, keep trying to execute.
Physically, did you feel like you guys competed well?
Yeah,
just
I really
physically.
do. I really do. I didn't. We missed some tackles. I mean, just some shocking, things. But I thought they played hard. I'm proud of our guys.
So you mentioned
I'm proud of the way they played. They played hard. They played physical. They played physical, and they played hard. And nobody gave in. Nobody quit. Now, with that said, there's some things that look so ugly because there's a broken assignment or a broken technique, where you just have no chance. One time they run that little flip reverse, nobody touches the guy. He goes 50 yards for a touchdown. So there's some things there that are embarrassing.
Is tackling in space something that, obviously needs to improve? How do you do that?
Sure. Well, it's a bit of a dilemma. You watched us in the spring. It wasn't like we could do a whole lot of tackling. We didn't tackle at all in camp. We never tackled during training camp. Because in our best interest, that's just where we are. So a lot of our tackling is going to get done in the games as we move forward. Because from just a number standpoint, it's and you know what? That's no excuse because nobody really is out there now and just tackles every day in practice. It's a lot of things. We need to be perfect, particularly when you come into places like this, and we're not capable right now of being perfect, to be quite honest. But really, I'm pretty realistic. I felt like we competed. 17-0 at halftime, and quite honestly, it shouldn't have been that. If we didn't get a punt blocked and the punt returned, and the 3rd and 14, it could convert for a touchdown. So.
You mentioned the X-ray was negative. What was the X-ray of?
I think his ribs. His ribs, yeah. He took a shot. I thought it was a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
A shot that he called.
He came in really. There was digs there. He came in really close to the end. Is that what you're talking about?
Talking about whoever it was that
Yeah.
hit him in the helmet.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was. I'm just making sure it's not the same play. Yeah.
So was his ribs? His head's okay? He's not.
Yeah,
not
it wasn't his
concussed,
head. It was his ribs, and then there's some swelling in his chest area, I think.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's a big day, to see how he responds.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it's not his back. It's not his lungs. They don't think. It's just he took a shot. All right, guys.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.